From building schools, paying for teachers, to having enough books and supplies for kids, many communities struggle with education costs. Contributing to those expenses, students who are here illegally. It's estimated there are 2 million unauthorized kids in American schools. Nationwide, it costs $7.4 billion a year to educate illegal immigrants. In North Carolina, it costs $210 million. As we continue our week-long investigation of the impact of illegal immigration in Eastern Carolina, we head to Pitt County to see how the schools there are impacted.
And we're going to review the vocabulary in the picture.
Regina Edmonds is working with Hispanic students in her ESL class, English as a Second Language. She's one of 3 such teachers here at Belvoir Elementary in Pitt County, where the school's Hispanic population is 33%. Sandra Morris is principal here at Belvoir.
They are really learning a lot, and a lot of the students are really becoming proficient in English.
It's a similar story all across the state as North Carolina public schools see a surge in Hispanic students. A UNC study shows Hispanics account for 57% of the total enrollment growth in North Carolina schools. Pitt County schools went from 896 Hispanics in the 2003-2004 school year to 1,581 this year. It's unknown how many are illegal because school officials aren't allowed to ask. But the Pew Hispanic Center estimates 65% of all Hispanic children are undocumented. Pitt County School Assistant Superintendent Worth Forbes says how many students are illegal doesn't matter. A Supreme Court ruling mandates an education for all kids.
Undocumented school-age students have the same rights to attend public school as U.S. citizens and residents.
Forbes says no local dollars are used to do that. Pitt County gets a combined $450,000 from the state and federal governments for the ESL classes. That includes 12 teachers. While it's money needed to satisfy the Supreme Court ruling, others contend it's money being taken away to educate U.S. citizens and others here legally.
It's a moral duty for us to do what we can to ensure that these students get the education that they deserve and that they need to be successful in our society.
The increase in non-English speaking students is evident in many ways here at Belvoir, not just with the ESL classes, but also with this sign here in front of the school. English on one side, Spanish on the other.
While the sign may help those who don't speak English or have trouble, some see the sign as trouble.
When you get to a point in that you say that, well, in America that you can live there and you can work there but by millions, but you don't have to learn the language. I think that is a threat to the sovereignty of a country. I really do.
Congressman Jones isn't the only one who believes those who come to America should speak the language. The Pew Hispanic Center says 57% of Hispanics believe immigrants have to speak English to be part of American society. And that's exactly what's happening here, where school officials say Hispanic students, legal and illegal, met their adequate yearly progress goals in reading last year.
They are learning, and it's benefiting all of the students.
Still, others say it's an education those here illegally aren't entitled to.
We're not in that business of worrying about that. We're in the business of educating.
Just like the U.S. Supreme Court says they and all other school districts across the country have to.
It is estimated that there are 58,000 undocumented students in North Carolina schools. You can comment on tonight's story and take part in our web poll by heading to WITN-TV.com.